On the news, Senate proposes funding of health sector with beverages revenue. House of Representatives commences investigation on security sector spending. Plus, NTA State House of Assembly suspends former majority and minority leaders. Good evening and welcome to Parliamentary News. I am Abubakar Galadima. The Senate is working on a legislation that proposes earmarking of excise duty on non-alcoholic, carbonated or sweetened beverages to the health sector. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports that opinions were divided during debate on the bill due to perceived implications.
One of our major sources of funding in our healthcare delivery system has been withdrawn, one as a result of policy of the Donald Trump administration and then as a result of donor fatigue.
I think excise duty is not appropriate in this environment at a time when we are trying to ensure that we promote local manufacturing.
As long as it does not in any way attract any taxes for our people, I'm duly in support of it.
But when we go for public hearing, okay, the representative of the Ministry of Finance, the representative of Customs Services, the representative of the Ministry of Health, they will all be there so that we can agree on the percentage of the excise duties.
The bill seeking special funding for health proposes channeling part of existing revenue from sugar-sweetened beverages to fund infrastructure and initiatives in the preventive and primary health care.
What we should have done is to come with a motion, to draw the attention of the executive arm of government to make these adjustments.
It's thereafter scheduled second reading. Senate also passed for second reading a bill to establish an orthopedic hospital in Dakina, Kogi State, sponsored by Senator Issa Jibrin.
Between 2019 and 2024, not less than 10,000 farmers in Kogi State were involved in farm-related hazards, leading to severe bone crisis.
The bill that seeks the establishment of an Artificial Intelligence and Technology Solutions Center in Ekiti State from Senator Yemi Adaramodu also passed second reading.
It is about creating a center of excellence that will serve as a catalyst for sustainable innovation and digital transformation in our country.
Senator Jarigbe Agom Jarigbe, representing Cross River North, defected to the APC from PDP.
As it stands today, my movement to the ruling party will even open more doors of opportunities to our people.
People like me will 100% work for APC. I will make sure that I campaign. I've told you people before, I will campaign there and see that we return President Tinubu and every candidate of APC.
Senate has, in the meantime, confirmed the appointment of Opeyemi Olukayode as chairman and 4 commissioners for the National Pensions Commission. From the National Assembly, Lami Ali, NTA News.
Still on the Red Chamber, the leadership of the Senate has refuted allegations of deliberate refusal to confirm Ramat Abdullahi Garba as nominee for the chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission as requested by the President. Spokesperson of the Senate, Adaramodu Adeyemi, cleared the air on the issue at the media briefing. National Assembly correspondent Issa Muhammad reports.
Some protesters from Kano State staged protest at National Assembly gate accusing the Senate of refusal to confirm Ramat Abdullahi as chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission as requested by the executive. The leader of the group, Ahmed Ibrahim Suleiman, said they embark on the protest in solidarity to the nominee whom he said has no any blemish records.
Engineer Abdullahi has over the past decade served diligently. His public service record is distinguished by integrity, competence, and dedication to national development. He possesses the requisite academic and professional qualifications, as well as valuable experience to lead a strategic institution as critical as NAC.
In a swift reaction, the spokesperson of the Senate, Adaramodu Adeyemi, speaks on the delay in the confirmation.
Any question is being raised about your nomination, then your own bit is to come down, just bring everything about you, sum it up, then bring it before the Senate, or it can be brought by a third party. Then we believe that that crowd should have aggregated their views and send it to the Senate, pleading or talking about that person or asking questions about that person.
He said the Senate is careful not to commit another mistake in clearing nominees without adequate scrutiny of documents and clearance on petitions before final confirmation. From the National Assembly, Isa Muhammad, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the former chief whip of the Senate and senator representing Abia North, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, says the ongoing defection to the ruling party are largely due to the record performance of the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu across sectors. While fielding questions from journalists on the wave of defection to the ruling party, Senator Kalu says 2027 will be a landslide for the APC.
People like me will 100% work for APC. I will make sure that I campaign. I've told you people before, I will campaign there and see that we return President Tinubu and every candidate of APC. Speaking on security, he was of the opinion that involvement of foreign intelligence will help Nigeria tackle the challenges. If they kill people in Plateau, they go to a church in Plateau, those they will kill are Christians. If they go to Benue, the majority of people they will kill in Benue are Christians. If they go to Zamfara, majority of people they kill in mosque there are Muslims. So these people are jihadists. These people just want to destroy Nigeria. So we should call a black name on them without any pity. They will be smoked out. Let me also tell you, the American president cannot talk anyhow. In my own little way, I have spoken to two former presidents, one Republican and one Democrat, and they all agree that they will help. I've spoken to about 6 senators, sitting senators in the U.S. Congress. So they've all said, we will help you people. But let me tell you, before President Trump says a word, mind you, that the American intelligence community must have found out where these people are living. All these ones we are talking is rhetoric. And you can see Nigerian Air Force, possibly the information that be given to them by the U.S. authorities and say they are there. And you see Nigerian Air Force in the last 3 days bombing the homes of these people. Still on security matters, the House of Representatives is moving to tackle border security issues with the Ministry of Interior, proposing a comprehensive national policy to address security challenges along the country's land borders. The proposal includes reviewing the ECOWAS Free Movement Protocol to curb cross-border crimes. National Assembly correspondent Mitaire Ikpen reports.
This meeting between lawmakers and stakeholders in Nigeria's border security architecture stems from escalating cross-border crimes and the need to nip them in the bud. Everyone agrees that the porosity of the nation's borders is compounded by inadequate personnel and technology to checkmate cross-border crimes. Little wonder there is emphasis that Nigeria needs cooperation with neighboring countries to effectively manage border security.
The absence of multilateral joint border security framework between Nigeria and neighboring countries is a challenge. We also need to properly delineate Nigerian borders and produce an updated map of Nigeria border frontiers.
We need to deploy more technology. We need to have drones that would survey and man our borders, because we have boots on ground, but boots on grounds cannot be everywhere.
We recommend enhanced surveillance technology. Increase in recruitment must be allocated to critical border zones.
The goal is to identify vulnerabilities, operational shortcomings, and even compromised border officials.
We can and will reclaim control of our borders and build a more secure future for all.
Meanwhile, the House on Tuesday adjourned plenary without consideration of motions or bills listed on the order paper. This was after an extensive closed-door session. From the National Assembly, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
Similarly, the House of Representatives has commenced scrutiny of all expenditure, special allocations, and procurement processions in the security sector from 2020 to date. Chairman of the House Ad Hoc Committee saddled with the task, Zakaria Anyakpa, says the probe is necessitated by a perceived gap between huge allocations to the security sector and challenges of insecurity in some parts of the country. National Assembly correspondent Mitaire Ikpen reports.
Lawmakers are concerned that huge donor funds to strengthen Nigeria's health systems have not reduced the country's burden of infectious diseases. These include a cumulative sum of $4.6 billion received by Nigeria as foreign grants to fight HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria from the Global Fund and the United States Agency for International Development between 2012 and 2025.
And the expected outcomes are a comprehensive evidence-based report detailing how the grants were received, how they were utilized, and what impacts were achieved.
The era of spending Nigerian money without approval and accountability is over. We are in the process of streamlining the coordination of the response against HIV, AIDS, TB, and malaria with the amendment of the NACA Establishment Bill to turn the agency to a multi-sector driven one with increased mandate to coordinate the response against HIV, TB, and malaria.
For the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, it's time for Nigeria to take ownership of financing its healthcare priorities, especially for infectious diseases, as donor funding is on a decline.
We have been underspending domestically, and hence the inadvertent dependency on these external financing mechanisms. And with this hearing, we're very encouraged that we will see Nigeria get closer to the target in terms of steady increase in domestic financing.
The lawmakers and policymakers are on the same page that every kobo allocated for public health should be accounted for to keep the statistics low on infant mortality from HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. From the National Assembly, Mitaire Ikben, NTA News.
Time to take a break. We have more reports when we return.
Some moments never fade. Some debates still echo, and some decisions continue to shape our future. Stay back in time with us as we revisit the redefining plenary sections of Nigeria's National Assembly. From intensive debates to landmark legislations, from voices of yesterday to lessons for today, we bring history alive. This is from the archives, where the past speaks to the present, and history guides the future. Rewrite history, revisit the debates. From the archives, only on NTA Parliament. Watch us on DSTV channel, Go TV channel, Star Times channel, and free to air.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. You are watching NTA Parliamentary News. Now to investment matters. Investors from various Chinese companies have visited the House of Representatives, expressed their interest to invest in all sectors of the Nigerian economy. The Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Nigeria-China Parliamentary Relations, Jafaru Yakubu, received them and reiterated Nigeria's commitment to enhance Nigeria-China collaboration. Ignatius Unko has the details.
1 week after Speaker Abbas Tajuddin led a group of members of House of Representatives to China to canvass for investment in Nigeria, a team of investors from 15 different Chinese companies has arrived at the National Assembly. Straight to the office of the Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Nigeria-China Parliamentary Relations, Jafaru Yakubu. He is used to receiving delegations from the Asian giants. This time, 15 companies are poised to invest in all sectors of the Nigerian economy, particularly agriculture, manufacturing, motorcycle assembling plants, artificial intelligence, and the power sectors.
It's only when they started they can train the local. And the locals, it depends on the knowledge. It may take time, it may take faster or shorter. It depends on the knowledge.
Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee was clear on the need to transform Nigeria-China relations from just buying and selling to investment and industrial development partnership.
How can we improve the balance of trade between Nigeria and China? And that's why this captain of industries are here. They are investors in different aspects: energy, mining, agriculture.
The delegation announced the expansion of the expression of Chinese interest to invest in Nigeria from 15 to 100 companies in their next visit. Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
Still on investment, a forum on promotion of sustainable renewable energy, green infrastructure with clean ecosystem for job creation under a partnership between Nigeria and European Union gets underway at the National Assembly. Issa Mohammed has the details.
The engagement provides a platform for stakeholders to explore opportunities from European investors and leveraging on transfer of technology in a commitment to transform the Nigerian economy.
We have so many Nigerians, both here and in the diaspora, that are stepping up to the plate. Innovations through technology and various business solutions to how we can ensure prosperity for every one of our citizens.
Our mission is simple: help these partnerships that we've built to translate to real impact in Nigeria through partnerships with these government institutions.
To the government agencies, the engagement across various sectors of the economy align with the Renew Hope agenda of the present administration and global best practices.
Through collaboration, innovation, and mutual trust, we can build bridges of opportunity that transcend borders and deliver tangible benefits to our citizens.
Similarly, House Committee on Nigerian and United States Legislative Friendship has engaged some private investors on the financial inclusion program of the federal government to open up ways of accessing global funds, special purpose grants, and creating jobs to Nigerians. From the National Assembly, Issa Muhammad, NTA News.
The Benue State House of Assembly has suspended the former majority leader of the House, Sate Atise, for 6 months. Assembly correspondent Grace Anyalewa Achapa reports that the former minority leader Michael Audu, who was suspended for 3 months following a motion moved by the majority leader Thomas Dogeri.
The suspension of the former majority leader Sate Atise and the minority leader Michael Audu followed a motion moved by the majority leader of the House, Thomas Dogeri. It was alleged that the two former principal officers were plotting the impeachment of the present Speaker, Alfred Mbega.
Concerned that the behavior of the two former House leaders while in office portrayed the House in bad light, the report of the ad hoc committee set up by the House to investigate the activities of the former leadership indicted the duo as they were found guilty of misusing their offices for personal gains, which is incompatible with the oath of office and the oath of the membership of the House, which they swore in.
Those in favor of this resolve, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The duo have been suspended with immediate effect.
In a related development, the House resolved that member of the Benue State House of Assembly Commission, Ms. Dorcas Faren Batiav, should be removed as member of the Commission for contravening the policy of the Commission and leaking official information. This followed a motion moved by a member representing Vandikia 2, Emmanuel Shimawa.
Concerned that her continued stay at Benue State House of Assembly Service Commission portends danger to the credibility of the Commission and will set a bad precedent for the future.
The mover of the motion has moved. We should do a check on anybody that the governor is going to send to us as a nominee to head any or be a member of any sensitive parasata or agency. Thank you, the mover of the motion. Those in favor of the results of this motion that Ms. Dorcas Faren Batiav be removed as a member of the Assembly Commission, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Ms. Dorcas Faren Batiav is therefore removed as a member of the Assembly Service Commission with immediate effect.
The House adjourned sitting to 25th November 2025. In Makudi, Grace Anyalewa, Ichekwa, NTA News.
Now to academic matters. The School for the Gifted Gwagwalada Abuja has emerged the overall winner of the 10th edition of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies NILS National Quiz Competition on Legislature and Democracy for Senior Secondary Schools in Nigeria. Mohamed Rabiu Ali has the details of the grand finale.
It was a keen contest among participating schools from the 6 geopolitical zones. The annual competition was initiated by NILS 10 years ago to instill legislative process and procedure on students, as well as catch them young in deepening democratic governance.
To our dear students, I say you are the future custodian of Nigerian democracy. What you learn here goes beyond quiz competition. It even goes beyond quiz questions. It's about leadership, about integrity, about teamwork and respect for diverse opinions. And these are the very principles that sustain democratic governance in any country.
School for the Gifted Abuja won the first position, followed by Model Secondary School Akure Ondo State after a tiebreaker, while Annunciation Catholic College Irua Edo went home with second and third position in that order.
I feel very happy and satisfied.
Muhammad Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
The atmosphere was electrifying, filled with dazzling side attractions, colorful appearances, and breathtaking performances by students that left the audience in awe. From traditional dances to poetic expressions, the event showcased. The highlights of the day was a compelling speech by the PTA chairman, Abdullahi Garba Birnin Kudu, who emphasized the importance of extracurricular activities such as Cultural Day in shaping the characters of students and fostering unity among children from diverse backgrounds.
The atmosphere was electrifying, filled with dazzling side attractions, colorful appearances, and breathtaking performances by students that left the audience in awe. From traditional dances to poetic expressions, the event showcased the rich tapestry of Nigerian culture through the lens of its young ambassadors. One of the highlights of the day was a compelling speech by the PTA chairman Abdullahi Garba Birnin Kudu, who emphasized the importance of extracurricular activities such as the Cultural Day in shaping the character of students and fostering unity among children from diverse backgrounds. He advocated for a designated day for schools across the FCT where students can wear traditional attire, promoting pride in cultural identity and heritage.
More importantly, it is through the culture we mold the character and also ensure that we improve the bond between our children who come from different backgrounds. So on behalf of the parents, I wish to state that we are totally behind this event, and by next year we are going to do a very, very important contribution towards the success of the Cultural Day and other activities that are organized to make this school better and greater than other schools in FCT Abuja.
The head teacher reaffirmed the commitment of the school to celebrating traditions that unite rather than divide. She praised the academic strides of students and expressed gratitude to staff and parents for their unwavering support in nurturing these future leaders.
At NCC Abuja, we don't just teach subjects. We nurture global citizens. We believe that diversity is not a checkbox. It is the pulse of creativity, the spark of innovation, and the bridge of understanding. Whether you are a Nigerian, a Canadian, or from any corner of the world, this day reminds us of our differences that are threads in a masterpiece.
It's a beautiful thing to celebrate our culture and you see the kids showcase different kind of culture from different states. So I'm excited about it.
Especially because of the nature of the country we're having now. The celebration of cultural differences, coming together is very important at this point. So I feel warmed.
So it brings people from other parts of the country together. So for children, I think it's an experience that is good. It's something we have to cultivate going forward, because culture is what we pass down, every generation to generation.
It was good, but I was shy. It was good and everything went well.
My part was actually when the Hausas were coming in, because I loved how they showcased their royalty really well and how they were able to speak their native language instead of English.
The ceremony reached a crescendo with the majestic entrance of the King of Nupe and his entourage adding regal splendor to the day. Students dazzled the guests with performances representing various Nigerian tribes, including dance, spoken word, and poetry. Each act a tribute to the beauty and diversity.
That's the size of our bulletin. Remember, you can watch this newscast and other programs on the social media platforms showing on your screen. On behalf of the production crew, I am Abubakar Galadima. Do have a splendid evening.